Hello viewers, welcome to my channel The Crypto Genesis. In this video, I will explain everything about Bitcoin. For example, what is Bitcoin and how it works, history and invention of Bitcoin, what are the components of Bitcoin, difference between blockchain and Bitcoin, risks and benefit of investing in Bitcoin, how Bitcoin used in various industries, factors that influence Bitcoin price, potential regulatory and legal challenges. So let's start the video. What is Bitcoin and how it works? So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that operates without the involvement of third party, mainly used as store of value and open source P2P network. Here I will break down each and every feature of Bitcoin and talk on it thoroughly. In our definition of Bitcoin, we discussed about 5 major aspects. Cryptocurrency. As we know that Bitcoin is cryptocurrency that use encryption techniques, mainly public key cryptography, to secure and validate transactions on their decentralized network. Operates without third party. Means there is no third party like banks that verify transaction. Use as store of value. Bitcoin designed to be used as store of value and a medium of exchange or form of payment against goods and services. It is free from geopolitical risks and uncertainties that can impact traditional stores of value such as government issued currency. Bitcoin has a limited supply that cannot be manipulated. There will only be 21 million Bitcoin in existence, and this fixed supply helps to prevent inflation from eroding the value of Bitcoin over time. Unlike fiat currency, which can be printed or inflated by government. Open source. Anyone can download and run the open source Bitcoin software. Open source means anyone can join the network. Its source code is freely available and can be reviewed, modified and distributed by anyone. Developers and users can collaborate and contribute to the software development, identify and fix bugs or security issues, and customize the software to better fit for their needs. P2P network. Decentralized computer network where participants can directly communicate and share resources with each other without the need for a central server or intermediary. Bitcoin is open source software that works by using a public ledger called the blockchain to record and verify transactions. This ledger is maintained by the decentralized network of computers called nodes, which work together to process, validate transactions and add the transactions to the blockchain. Moving on to the next part, who invented Bitcoin and when BTC was created. Bitcoin was invented by an anonymous person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. The exact identity of Satoshi Nakamoto is unknown and their true identity has never been revealed. The idea of Bitcoin was first presented in a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, published by Nakamoto in October 2008. The white paper described the key feature of Bitcoin, including its use of public ledger called the blockchain to record all transactions, its mining process, where powerful computers compete to solve complex mathematical problems, to verify and process transactions, and its limited supply that can be created. Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency existence is dependent and only possible due to blockchain, which is based on distributed ledger technology and has immutable data structure. In January 2009, Nakamoto released the first version of the Bitcoin software and began mining the first block on the Bitcoin blockchain. The network slowly gained traction, and over time more people began to use and adopt Bitcoin as a means of exchange, investment and store of value. When the Bitcoin protocol first launched in 2009, total of 50 BTC were mined. Bitcoin had virtually no value at this time, as well as for the first few months of its existence. 6 months after Bitcoin became tradable, in April 2010, the value of 1 BTC was just under 14 cents. By early November, the price surged to 36 cents before settling at around 29 cents. Moving on to the second part, that is component of Bitcoin. First, we will discuss about what is Bitcoin network. The Bitcoin network is a decentralized peer-to-peer network that facilitates the transfer of Bitcoin between users without the need for a central authority, such as banks. The network is made up of a large number of computers known as nodes that communicate with each other to validate and record transactions. Validate transactions means solving a complex mathematical problem that requires a significant amount of computational power. This process is also called proof of work mechanism. Next, we have Bitcoin blockchain. Each node on the Bitcoin network has a complete copy of blockchain, which is a public ledger that contains a record of every transaction that has ever occurred on the network. When a new transaction is initiated, it is broadcast to the entire network, and each node validates the transaction to ensure that the sender has sufficient funds and that the transaction is not a fraudulent or double spent transaction. After process of validation, transactions are bundled up in a block and then blocks are added to the blockchain. Blocks are connected to each other through cryptographic hashes. Once a block is added to the blockchain, it cannot be altered or deleted. This ensures the integrity of the blockchain and the transactions recorded on it. Third, we have BTC. BTC is the native cryptocurrency of the Bitcoin network and used for trade on exchanges. Bitcoin is the digital asset that is used as a medium of exchange on the Bitcoin network, and it is the currency that is awarded to miners for verifying transactions and securing the network. Currently, one Bitcoin is worth more than $23,000. Now we will see the difference between the Bitcoin and the blockchain. Blockchain is a distributed public ledger database that enables secure, transparent, and tamper-proof transactions without the need for a third party. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is a cryptocurrency that uses blockchain technology to operate. Bitcoin transactions are processed and recorded on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now we will see what are the risks and benefits of Bitcoin. The first risk in the Bitcoin is volatility. Bitcoin prices is known for its volatility and its value can fluctuate significantly in a short period of time. This means that investors may experience significant losses if they buy Bitcoin at a higher price and sell it at a lower price. Security risks. Bitcoin is stored in digital wallets, and these wallets can be vulnerable to hacking, theft, or loss. If an investor's digital wallet is hacked or lost, they may lose all their Bitcoins. Regulatory risks. Government and financial regulators around the world are still developing policies and regulation for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Changes in these regulations could impact the value of Bitcoin and the ability to buy or sell it. Liquidity risks. The market for Bitcoin is relatively small, which means that it can be difficult to buy or sell large amounts of Bitcoin quickly without significantly impacting its price. However, Bitcoin liquidity has improved significantly over the years. There is still the potential for liquidity issues in times of extreme market volatility and or during a period of market stress. Now we will talk about some benefits of the Bitcoin. Potential for high returns. Despite its volatility, Bitcoin has delivered significant return to investors over the years. Some investors believe that Bitcoin has the potential to continue to increase in value as adoption grows. Decentralization. Bitcoin is decentralized, which means that it is not controlled by any government or financial institution. This can make it an attractive investment for those who are skeptical of traditional financial systems. Store of value. Some investors see Bitcoin as a digital store of value, similar to gold, that can protect against inflation and economic instability. Accessibility. Bitcoin can be bought and sold on a variety of online exchanges, making it accessible to investors around the world. Now we will see how Bitcoin can be used in various industries. Bitcoin is still a relatively new technology and its uses in various industries is still being explored. However, there are few examples of how Bitcoin is being used in some industries. Finance. Bitcoin is being used as a form of digital currency that can be used to buy and sell goods and services. Some companies such as Square and PayPal has started to accept
Bitcoin as a form of payment. Bitcoin can be used as a store of value or investment as its price has grown significantly over time. Real estate. Bitcoin is being used to facilitate real estate transactions in some parts of the world. For example, in US, some real estate companies have started to accept Bitcoin for payment. In addition, blockchain technology is being used to develop platforms that can streamline the real estate transactions process by enabling secure and transparent record keeping. Supply chain management. Blockchain technology, of which Bitcoin is a specific application, is being used in supply chain management to increase transparency and accountability. By using a distributed ledger, companies can track goods as they move through the supply chain and ensure that they are being handled and transported appropriately. Gaming and entertainment. Bitcoin is being used in the gaming and entertainment industry as a form of payment and reward. For example, some gaming platform allows users to earn Bitcoin as a reward for completing certain tasks or achievements. Now we will see what are the factors that can influence BTC price. The supply and demand. The total supply of BTC is limited to 21 million, which means that as the demand for Bitcoin grows, its price can increase. The demand for Bitcoin is driven by various factors, including its perceived value, its utility as a store of value and a medium of exchange, and its potential as an investment. Market sentiments. Bitcoin is a highly volatile asset and its price can be influenced by market sentiments such as investors' confidence or fear. News and events. Bitcoin's price can be impacted by news and events related to the cryptocurrency market, such as regulatory changes, technological advancements, and major investment announcements. Competition. Bitcoin faces competition from other cryptocurrencies, and the emergence of new innovative cryptocurrencies can impact the demand for Bitcoin. Adoption. As more businesses and individuals adopt Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the demand for Bitcoin may increase, driving up its prices. Mining difficulty. Bitcoin mining difficulty, which is adjusted every 2016 blocks, can impact the supply of new Bitcoin entering the market, which in turn can impact the price. Hacks and security breaches. Bitcoin's price can be impacted by hacks and security breaches that undermine confidence in the security and reliability of the cryptocurrency. In the last, we will see what are the legal challenges for Bitcoin. The first one is the lack of clarity. The regulatory framework for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is still evolving, and there is a lack of clarity about how they will be treated under existing laws and regulations. This can create uncertainty for businesses and investors. Anti-money laundering and terrorism financing. Because Bitcoin is decentralized and anonymous system, there are concerns that it could be used for money laundering or financing terrorism. Regulators and lawmakers are grappling with how to address these concerns without stifling innovations in the cryptocurrency industry. Next, we have taxation. The tax treatment of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is still being debated by regulators and tax authorities. There is uncertainty about how cryptocurrencies will be taxed and how to accurately report transactions for tax purposes. Fourth one is consumer protection. Because Bitcoin transactions are irreversible and there is no central authority to turn for recourse, there are concerns about consumer protection. Regulators are exploring ways to protect consumers from fraud and other abuses in the cryptocurrency market. International regulation. Because Bitcoin is a globe technology, it is subject to regulation by multiple jurisdictions. There is a lack of consensus on how to regulate Bitcoin internationally, which can create challenges for businesses and investors operating across borders. Overall, the regulatory and legal challenges facing Bitcoin are complex and still evolving. As the cryptocurrency market continues to grow and mature, regulators and lawmakers will need to develop clear frameworks that balance innovation with protecting consumers and manipulating financial stability. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Peace.